What's cooking, Mark? Get a little PTS there, buddy. Gotta write out them overts. Start with bumping into me. You know you shouldn't have done that. Is that what you got into Scientology for, Mark? Was to bump into people? Friday, June 4, 11:30. Hi, Mary Jo. I read the recent statement from the Church of Scientology regarding employment. Make sure you tell all your potential employees that they're volunteers and not to expect a real paycheck. Otherwise, you're lying to them. Hi, ma'am. We're talking about abuses in the Sea Org. Have you had any first-hand experiences? Forced abortions, family disconnections, anything like that? Feel free to not walk into traffic.
More retarded.
I know, man. I love it when South Park, when they showed that, like, down at the bottom, like, this is what Scientologists actually believe. And they got all upset, but it's really true.
Who's Lisa? I keep meaning to Google that.
Oh, really?
I always forget when I get upstairs. Yeah, who's
Sure.
Lisa
McPherson, can I touch this one?
Sure.
Lisa McPherson was a Scientologist, and she was under Scientologist care, and she was sick, and she was at a hospital, and the Scientologist rushed her out. They took her to a Scientologist hospital, and she was getting worse and worse and worse.
Scientology building, not a hospital. Yep,
Yep.
You got it.
And that makes it worse now. And then she started getting really sick, and she stopped breathing. And then they rushed her all the way to a hospital, but she was dead while that happened.
And then they tried to cover it all up.
Is that recent?
No, that was in '97. Then they tried to cover it all up. There was a big lawsuit that ensued. The family sued the church. The church won the criminal case. The family won the civil case. The results were not disclosed, but I'm sure the church paid the Lisa McPherson family millions of dollars to let it go.
You can find this in Time magazine.
Yeah, there's...
this isn't like some
It was
obscure...
years ago, but I remember spending like 2 or 3 days just doing a lot of reading and digging. And I
Really?
can't remember if that was one of the stories. But
It's funny. Our main website, whyweprotest.net, recently, like a day and a half ago, it was DDoS'd. And I don't know if you heard, but did you hear about the one anonymous guy that went to jail for DDoSing the Scientology website way back when this whole movement first started?
Really?
Yeah, well, 2 guys now have gone to jail, but ironically, now our website has been DDoS'd and it's been down for like a day and a half. And the mods on that website, just for shits and giggles, switched all the traffic to go to one of Scientology's Religious Freedom Watch websites, just as a joke, till they try to figure out.
I just love it how it's not a religion when you ask them about it, but then when you challenge it, oh, we're a religion. You're
right. They're anything they want to be, for whatever purpose applies at the moment.
Well, just like, L. Ron Hubbard started off with the whole thing saying that if you want to make money, you start a religion.
Right. So here we are. Hope it doesn't last much longer. That's one of the angles that we're trying to come in on, is the whole IRS tax exemption thing, which is a joke. I'm sure they blackmailed IRS agents to strong arm that one into existence.
What did they do when they get on the cell phone?
Oh, taking orders probably. He's like, Sylvia, I'm taping him. I don't know what else I can do. He's talking to this guy. He's educating the public. It doesn't look good for us. Especially before Anonymous started. Some of those old guard guys. Hey, Mark, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right. Some of the old guard protesters were very brave to do what they did, because the church had nothing really to stop them at that point until the internet came along.
I heard that the church pay you much. It just kind of shows how insecure they are, the way they act all this criticism.
It really is.
Like, even though Christianity kind of teaches that you are a martyr when you take, criticism, you can protest the church or something, or even the Vatican, and whatever the Vatican does, you usually don't have.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hello?
Pick through any trash today to dig up dirt on your enemies of Scientology? I threw out a bag of trash this morning. You can pick through it if you want. I'll bring it over.
Yeah, I think them doing
Right? You like to move in close when things heat up a little bit. Make sure you get all the audio nice and crisp and clear.
By the way, I want to be at the final OT level just to find out that there is no God. So I have to go through all the courses just to find out the
Scientology can help you with that. It's called the Bridge to Total Nowhere.
And it'd be great if you could do something about my friend's homosexuality, which is just teach him to suppress it.
Or dispose of him quietly and without sorrow.
Well, I wish you luck, man. I gotta get going.
Thanks a lot, man. Good talking with you. Thanks a lot. You're going the wrong way, sir. That's down the bridge to total freedom. Dangerous cult of Scientology. Sure.
Know it in better detail than I do. This is what they actually believe. You have to go through thousands of money and higher level to be part of the church for several years to hear this story. And this is probably the stupidest story you'll ever hear. Go.
All right, so what the deal is once you reach this particular secret level, after paying probably, I don't know, $100,000 to reach it, you find out that the reason that we're here on Earth is because there was an evil galactic overlord named Xenu who solved an overpopulation problem in the galaxy by rounding up all the undesirables on like 76 planets, people like perverts.
Because of evil psychiatrists.
That entails in... We're telling the Xenu story here, sir. I'm trying to save you $100,000 if you want to stop and listen. So he rounded up all these undesirables and told them to come in for like a tax audit type thing. And when they got there, I'm trying to remember the details. He basically like shot them up with like glycol and like froze them into ice cubes.
Like fake tax exempts.
Fake tax exempt stuff.
Yeah. So they all these people got in and they froze them.
And then they put them into these like spaceship planes and flew them all to Earth and dropped them into volcanoes. And then used atomic bombs or hydrogen bombs to blow up the volcanoes. And then when all of their spirits left, like after the bodies died and perished in the explosions, their spirits came rising out, and they used like some sort of like vacuum machine to capture the spirits. And now all these spirits are like clumped together, and they're stuck on like the bodies that are here on Earth. So you're not really your body right now.
Pervert?
Sort of, yeah, you're a bunch of perverts.
Oh, God.
All stuck together. I mean, you can't get much worse than that.
Amen.
The only way you can get rid of it is by taking courses here. And once you do, you should get psychic powers.
Now Lee's OT3, he can verify the Xenu story.
Oh, yeah.
Hey Lee, give a little confirmation on OT3 over here, please. Trying to save these guys $100,000. All right.
So what's this thing?
What's what?
This silver.
That little grill?
Is that an E-meter?
That's where they do the brainwashing. Put your hands in there and they close it down on top of your hands. No, I'm just kidding. It's a grill. I think they're having like some sort of cookout tonight. They're making paninis. Hi, ma'am. Can you stop and talk real quick?
I gotta go.
Really? All right.
Have a good one.
Thanks a lot, you too. What's up, guys? What's up? How's it going? How are you doing? Are you having wins? You probably couldn't hear me because the music was so loud. Are you having wins? I'll repeat the auditing question. Are you having wins? What's it like being so free and able? Is it cool? Is it nice to be able to speak your mind when you want to without fear of getting in trouble? I can tell you're happy because you're smiling. I can tell Vicky's happy because she's smiling. Glee of insanity. Sir, you're not confronting when you itch your ear, just so you know. I think you need to go back to TR0 right now. Seriously though, what course are you on? What course? Can't tell me? What's it like? God, I can't imagine it. When I was in Scientology, I could talk to whoever I wanted. In fact, I did more than they probably wanted me to. When there was a protest out in front of the Fraser Mansion, I was right out there and in their faces. I got right in Arnie Lammer's face. I got right in their faces, gave them a hard time. You know, not physically, of course, but trying to question them, find out what their beef was, why they're attacking my religion. And nowadays, Scientologists can't do anything. It's really sad. Because you're fooling yourself. You think you're becoming more able and more free, but you're really not. You can't even do anything right now. You're stultified. So, what's that like? Do not want.